good morning, good morning, good morning to everyone. How are you doing this motivation on Monday? We're at the top of the week. We're ready to take charge. Good attitude going forth. Coming out a very powerful weekend. I'm telling you, family, it just keeps getting, I want to say gooder and gooder, but I know that's bad English. It just keeps getting better and better. Here at Team Effort Network, I'm telling you, lives are getting healthier. People's finances are increasing. People's friendships are growing. Love is blossoming in the air. It's a whole new year. 2015 is bringing some wonderful, amazing things. Already, we're only 3 months into the year. Can you imagine where we're going to be by this summer? Well, you have dialed into the Team Effort Lifestyle Call, and this is your host, Pastor Denise McDowell, with my business partner, One Star, Pastor Del Wafer. The line is open, family. Who's with me this morning? Give me your name, and where are you calling in from?
My name is Payday. Happy Payday. Hello. Good morning.
Ooh, we
Fired up.
nicknamed ourselves to Payday. Hi, Mr. Payday. How are you, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. Fantastic.
Well, good to hear you, Robert Smith. Thank you for starting us off this wonderful, beautiful week.
Yes, it is a beautiful week.
Keep it coming, family.
Maryland.
Good morning, Sandy. How are you?
Blessed and highly favored and walking in the miraculous.
Oh, my goodness, girl. I tell you, that's what I'm talking about. Woo!
Yes,
That's
yes.
power. Thank you, Sandy, for that. Thank you.
On our way up, on our way up.
Oh, my goodness. We really are. This is it, family. We really are, Sandy. We really are. Come on, family. Keep
Good
it
morning.
coming.
Good morning. Good morning. Top of the morning to everybody. Top of the morning, Pastor D.
Oh,
Top of the morning.
How are you? Top of the morning. What's going on with you,
What
girl?
a weekend. What a weekend we had. Nice TCP, nice TTP, nice training. It was a wonderful weekend and trim. We go to bed with trim in our mind, and we wake up with trim on our mind.
Yes. And I tell you, just come to there looking all good and feeling all good and shining your light so everybody to see. Girl, you're feeling good these days, aren't you?
I am feeling on top of the world, absolutely fabulous, and the best time is yet to come. You know what I mean? Lovely, lovely.
Well, thank you.
Don Joseph,
Executive County
Emeryville,
member.
California.
Hi, Don. How are you, sir?
I am doing wonderfully. Like Maureen says, all about trim. Let's get to work. Everything's out there for us. All we got to do is go out and get it.
That's right, Don. I'm with you. I listened to you guys last night. Y'all, you and Dana and Lloyd and Renetta, your guys were on fire last night.
We're ready to go.
Have a new location where you're meeting now. I heard all that.
Yes, out in Oakland. It's we're firing it up. It's getting packed out every night, so we're ready to go.
That's it. That's how we got to do it, Don. That's how we got to do it. We got to get exposed. Got to let people know.
Yes. Thank you for everything, Pastor.
DC.
Thank you, Don. Who's that? Who's that in D.C.?
Lily French.
Who's that?
Lily French. Miss French.
Hi, Miss Fred. Hi, Miss Fred. How are you?
I am blessed and highly favored.
Oh, yes, indeed you are, young lady.
I am who God says I am.
Ooh, and girl, I hear you, Miss Lily. I hear you, girl. You getting started this morning.
Oh, yes. Now, how you doing today, Pastor Denise?
Oh, Miss Lily, I'm excited. It just keeps getting better. I got to figure out a way to try to calm my little self down. Because it's just getting so good. Every meeting we have, every TTT, every testimony I hear, every Facebook post I see, it just gets you so inspired and so encouraged. And then hearing you guys this morning, it just keeps the excitement going.
Yes.
Well, Miss Lily, thank you for sharing your joy and being with us this morning.
All right. Thank you.
The conference is now in presentation mode. Your line is muted.
Paul Jackson coming in right as we muted up. Good morning, Mr. Paul Jackson, you have just been rolling this weekend, going from one TTT to the next, just making it happen for everyone here on the East Coast. And let us tell you how much we appreciate you and Frida and your leadership, and Ron, Robert, and Yolanda. Everyone is doing such a phenomenal job coming back from Las Vegas. We saw it. We were there. We got it. Like Mel Gill said, you come into the business, that's one date. But the big date is when you get it, when you say, I got it. And I believe with everyone that was in Las Vegas last weekend, we got it. We saw it. We really saw the heart and the passion of the CEO and founders, Melanie and Miguel, and their desire to really want to see everyone make it. Family, you can't see that now. You just need something for your eyes, because they have made it so easy for us to make it. We have CEO and founders that have been with the company for actually been in the business for 24 years, full time. 24 years, full time. They've been in the network marketing business. So they've seen companies come. They have seen companies go. But I'll tell you what, they've also seen the loopholes. And they discovered the most important part of any company, of any business. They discovered that the most important part are the people. And so they built the company around the people. They built their compensation plan around the people. They built the products around the people. And that is why we're getting such phenomenal results, because we have great, phenomenal leaders that I believe came directly from God. Because we have a product that you're taking, like these wonderful vitamin sprays. You're getting the testimonies that we're getting. People with diabetes, people with fibromyalgia, people with lung condition, asthma, arthritis, just all types of conditions. When you're getting testimonies of people who've been suffering for so long, for 5 and 10 and 15 years, all those things, their foot amputated, but because of the vitamin sprays, they no longer need to have that done. Those are miracles, man. Those are amazing, wonderful stories. These vitamin sprays have done this, and we have spoken to the people that they have gotten these results. So we're not making this up. It's not hype. We have to say, we cannot say that our vitamin sprays can heal or cure any sickness or disease that you have. But listen to these amazing testimonies. They're incredible. People have been suffering for years, including myself. Diagnosed with sarcoidosis 25 years ago. That's a long time to deal with a condition. And those who were taking medication, Dr. Rosie on medication for 20 years or so, to the point she couldn't even dress herself. Now she's just up and going, looking like $1 million. Miss Lily is just up, just trolling around. I don't want to give her age. I like her to give her age, but I think she's 25. She keeps saying she's in her 70s. But I think Miss Lily is about 25. I don't know where she gets that 70 number from. And then we have another lady, Miss Harriet. She's 88 years young. 88. She's out building a business, going good. Why? Because of the vitamin sprays. And now what do we have? We added something to that. Like Mel just said, let me give you some more horsepower. So now we have the Trim by 10. And I'm telling you, the Trim by 10 already is doing some amazing things for people's digestive system, to help them to keep their weight managed. If you lose the weight, you want to keep it at a certain point. You may not want to be too small, don't want to be too big. But once you lose it, the Trim by 10 will help you get there, but also help you to manage and keep it there. And what about those who are not trying to lose weight? Well, then you benefit from the wonderful blend of the grains and the superfoods that's mixed with the Trim by 10. And this weekend and last week, we had just a wonderful TTP. We're mixing up the Trim by 10, giving the sprays, letting them spray, letting them taste, letting them spray, letting them taste the Trim. It was just beautiful. And people tasted the Trim by 10. You could see a pleasant smile on their face as they just enjoyed the flavor of it and knowing what it is and how good it is for the body. And so we're just in a good place at a good time. And I want you to keep April the 2nd before you. Always keep April the 2nd before you until April the 2nd get here, because that is the releasing date where you can go in and upgrade to the Gold Platinum. We are going platinum April the 2nd. You need to pull your team together. You just said and say, look, family, this gate is going to open on April the 2nd. Mel Gill himself, CEO and founder, will be giving a live webinar, doing the first presentation, first PowerPoint presentation, and the first training on Trim by 10. So you want to be in front of that camera, that computer, wherever you are, bring your team together, sit there, listen to what we're going, and be ready to upgrade on April the 2nd. Because you know what? as your team, as you and your team, everyone on your team, your organization, upgrade, guess what it's going to do? It's going to push a lot of you to 1-star, to 2-star, to 5-star, even 10-star. And this is Mel and Amy Jill designed that you get to 1-star, get to 2-star, get to 10-star, get to the Lifestyle Club. There's benefits with being a part of the Lifestyle Club. Look at what we got at the big event. Everyone that was a part of the Lifestyle Club, guess what we got? We got a box of the Trim by 10. We got 30 packs of the Trim by 10. Do we still have them? Of course not, because they're gone. People stopped after we had them, and they came to get them, and we had parties. They're gone, so we need more. We need more. We got to have it. But be a part of the Lifestyle Club because you benefit. You were part of an exclusive dinner because you're part of the Lifestyle Club. So there's so many benefits, so many different ways you get rewarded for being a part of Team Effort Network. Take advantage of them all. Well, let me try to calm down a little bit here because this is Monday, and my business partner on the phone, and she is just, she's just as excited as everyone else. She was at Las Vegas. She got it firsthand. She sat right up front. She was at the exclusive dinner. She knows where we're going. She's excited. Let me get out the way and bring in Coach Nakisha on. Coach Nakisha, are you there?
Good morning, Dr. Denise.
Good morning.
I was going to let you keep on going. I was like, Dr. Denise got it on today. I'm going to get my pen and paper out so I can start taking notes.
Oh my goodness, girl! This day is just so sweet. It's just so good. They set us up, Keisha. They set us up.
That's absolutely true, Pastor Denise. I mean, I wish that everyone could have been at the event, but that's no worries because we have another event coming up. Isn't it June 20th?
Yes, it's in June in Santa Clara, California. In June, what is it, June? I'll get the exact date, but it is in June.
So if you didn't make it out to Las Vegas, no worries. Let's just move forward and get planning on coming out to California. You guys get to visit my beautiful state, and I'll make sure that I keep the weather nice and warm for you.
Well, we appreciate that. We got some sweet weather today. It's supposed to snow, but we'll be ready for that nice hot weather in June in Santa Clara. So, Keisha, what you got for us today?
Okay, so today I want to do, and we usually do this after a big event, is let's talk about our 90-day game plan, because the thing about events is, like we talked about before, it's really the spark, because the event is not what's going to change your business. It's going to be the spark that's going to move you into action. And a lot of you are already in action, and you can define action by you see that you are actually doing things. You're scheduling your TTPs. You're reaching out to your team. You're getting everybody together. You're goal setting. If you're doing these activities, you are moving forward if you're in your business. If you're sitting around and you're saying, well, I know I want to, but I haven't quite gotten there yet, you haven't moved forward with your business. But don't worry about it, because today I want you to get your pen and paper together, and let's get your 90-day game plan together. Now, Pastor Denise, I know why you're so excited, because I was thinking about this when I was looking at my notes for the 90-day game plan. There's something, and Amy brought this up last week when we had the call. There's something very special about pre-launch. Knowing something is going to happen before it's happened and being like the insider that nobody else knows about this but you, it provides a lot of social currency, which means that, water cooler talk is about who's got the most social currency, who's in the know, who's got the details, who's got the next big thing. And we've got the next big thing, guys. And so it's so important that we use this time of pre-launch to really promote THW. If you guys don't know what THW is, that's our new tasty, healthy weight loss plan. It's very, very simple. You're going to drink a drink, which is the Trim by 10. You're going to spray your spray, which is the Slim by 10. And you're going to exercise 10 minutes a day, multiple times a day. Boom. That's it, guys. And we've got the secret, and we've got the new tag ingredients, another proprietary blend of ancient grains. And so we have all of these things. This is the inside scoop of what's going to be the next big thing of the nutritional market. And when you start to tell people that you're in pre-launch, that you're kicking your business off into next year, that you're going to do something now that you've never done before, so you can get something that you've never had before, there is a lot of power in that. There's a lot of social currency. And a lot of people want to be a part of that. So what do we need to do first? First, what we do before we even get into pre-launch, right place, is we need to determine our goals, right? So what do you want to do by the time June 20th comes around? You want to have some rank advancement. Have you not made rank? Have you not made executive yet? That could be a great goal. Have you wanted to make the 1-star? You want to hit the LCQ, or maybe you're already in LCQ and your goal is DCQ. Whatever it is, start to make a plan of where you want to go, because without a plan, you're not going to get anywhere. Then what do you want to do with your team? This is really, really important. It's team effort network. A lot of times in traditional business, you're really out there in your, on your own, just floating with a life jacket. But when you're in team effort network, you're actually a part of a team, and you're never going to be able to hit any of the ranks or any of the advancements or live the lifestyle that you really want if your team doesn't get excited and your team doesn't get motivated. I can tell you right now, this new enhancement to the compensation plan is bringing people out of the woodwork. So what do I mean? That means that distributors who maybe be below PSB are now seeing, what's this new platinum? What is this new thing you guys are doing? You know what it is? Because it's a fear of loss. They don't want to miss out on what we've got going on. So this is a great time for you to be the leader that you were designed to be. Get motivated, get your team motivated. Now, you can't make them cross the finish line with you, but you know what you can do? You can be that beacon of hope and inspiration, a place where they can go and get their TTPs, where they can get the information about what happened at the event. They can come and reach you. But the goal is to make a team goal, because if your team doesn't have a goal, how are you going to move your team forward? So what do you want to do with your team? Do you want to grow your team members? Do you want to help certain members hit their LCQ or DPQ qualifier? When we take it off of ourselves, when we start to look at other people, we're a lot more motivated to do the things that we want to do. For example, you guys know Pastor Denise. Thank you so much, Pastor Denise, for always sending out those text messages in the morning, reminding us to get on the calls. A great leader is just going to pass that information on. So those are some of the things that you want to do. You want to teach your team to do the same thing, but you want to make sure you have some team goals in mind. How much money do you want to earn? Our compensation plan, and I can't wait till Mel does his webinar. I'm so excited about that, Pastor Denise. I can't even stand it. But how much commissions do you want to earn? How many people do you want to upgrade to platinum? These are all the things that you want to think about. What kind of prestige? Do you want to be a speaker? One of the things I love about Team Effort Network is Mel and Amy are always putting the leaders in front. They're always putting the speakers in front. They're always giving everybody a chance. This is our company, guys. It's our company. And so what is your place in that company? Where do you want to be? What do you want to see? And how much are you planning on recruiting? Papa Sam was talking about, and I think it was Robert Smith brought it up again, recruit, train, recruit. Recruit, train, recruit. How many times are you going to complete that cycle? With this enhancement, you only really need 1 on the left and 2 on the right to have all sorts of crazy volume going through when you have this new platinum package. So what types of recruiting are you planning on doing for this next week? And you know what? Whatever efforts you have, you're going to see that they all going to kind of come together. If you're going to have 100 people to your team, that's going to be different than if you're going to have 5. So you just want to make sure that you have goals in mind with how much you're willing to work. It doesn't matter what the goal is. How much you're willing to work. Okay. And then you want to think about, what does this mean to you? We always talk about the why, because that's so important. When you have a why, you can endure anyhow. And there's going to be times where you're going to be challenged. There's going to be times where you're going to come in and you're going to have a leg that used to be super active and now it's dead, and you're going to have to go and resurrect that leg or build a new leg. But what does it mean to you if you actually hit some of these goals that you have? Can you quit your job, no longer live in paycheck to paycheck? Can you have financial freedom, meaning you do what you want to do when you want to do it? Are you going to be able to help your family, help your church, help your community? What kind of can you give back? And what does it mean for you to be a professional in this industry? What does that mean to you? How does that make you feel? So we have to start thinking about how these goals make us feel, because when we get into those tough times, when we're in that situation where we're the only person in our whole entire state that even knows about sin, and we don't like speaking in front of people, but now we got to plan our first TTP. When you start to think of those whys, it's going to make that how so much easier. Okay, so first you want to do your pre-launch phase. Okay, your pre-launch phase is really getting your inner circle together. So maybe you already have an inner circle. You have 5 or 6 good leaders that are really strong in your organization. Maybe you don't have anybody but you and your mom. It doesn't matter. You want to start to build that inner circle. And how are we building that inner circle? Is because we're talking about what's coming up, how much money they're going to be making with this new compensation, how these new products are going to be changing people's lives. That gets people really excited, and that gets you really excited about your business. When it all stays the same, it's easy to let that excitement and that momentum deflate out of your business. But when you now have something really, really new, we all kind of know about it, but we don't know all that much about it, It reminds me, Pastor Denise, of when we first started. We all knew about the sprays. Remember, people were hiding sprays, and, it was manual paperwork and trying to get your genealogy together. It was crazy, you guys. But you know what? It was absolutely amazing because we were all getting in on something that nobody else knew about. And that's how you want to take advantage of this pre-launch phase. Nobody knows about tag. You tell somebody about tag, they're not going to have any idea what you're talking about. You tell somebody about THW, they're going to look at you with a puzzled face. Now it's going to be your opportunity to say, you're going to be the first one, the very first one to get on this proprietary blend, to get in on this new weight loss challenge. It's a great time to start building your team of people who want to lose weight, develop like a weight loss cafe. You're going to meet every single week. People are going to weigh in. You're going to have challenges. Whatever it is that you want to do, the pre-launch phase is now getting that inner circle of people who see that vision of whatever it is that's important to you that you're displaying back to your team and getting out there and sharing that message. And you want to encourage them during this pre-launch phase to go and get their people and get excited, get motivated. How many people are going to be going platinum? Are we all going to do it on the same day? Or are we going to have a little party and everybody have a little platinum upgrade party? Whatever it is, that's going to be your pre-launch phase. Then your launch phase is all-out massive action, you guys, all-out massive action. One of the things that I keep hearing over and over and over from lots of different leaders, I know LA was talking about this when we were at the event on Saturday, is you got to move fast. Because when you move fast, it creates this synergy, guys. It's really hard to describe, right, Pastor Denise? It creates this synergy. Everybody has to get in. When you move slow, you're just doing one person at a time and you're just kind of moseying along. Yeah, can you build your business? You can build your business. It's not going to be as exciting, might not be as motivated, might not be as, inspiring to people. But when you start moving fast and you got people just coming in and coming in and coming in and you're recruiting and your team is recruiting and more people and everyone's getting spillage and everyone's getting excited because it's so easy to make money. That's the kind of momentum that you want to get into, guys. And the best way to do that is to take all-out massive action. Now, what do I say when I say all-out massive action? That means that if someone's within 3 feet of you, you should be telling them about TAG, about THW, about 10, about sprays, about vitamin D deficiency, whatever it is that you can, about earning extra money. If they're within 3 feet, if they're within earshot of you, arm's length, you should be having a conversation everywhere you go, inviting people, promoting the events, promote the Santa Clara event, promote all of your TTP events, promote all of the webinars, promote all of the calls. This is your time of promotion. And now with the internet, it's so easy and so cheap. All you have to do is go out there. And the great thing about it is that there's so many leaders now who are so consistent with their posting on Facebook that it's easy for you to just take the pictures that you see there and share them on your page, put your information and your contact information. All out massive action between now and Santa Clara is what's going to change your business so that by the end of this year, you're not working at your job anymore. By the end of this year, you're not worried about finances. By the end of this year, your most important concern is how am I going to get people to LCQ qualified quicker? How many more platinum people am I going to sign up and how quickly can I do that? It's just going to be absolute crazy pandemonium, excitement on fire, ignorance on fire, going for it. So, and what are we doing? We're selling tickets to the event. We're getting people to our TTP. We're getting people in the inner circle. We're motivating. We're training them. You're having blitz calls, which is let's get everybody in a room together, get a bunch of phones there, and everyone get their list of people and just call. And again, when you're around people who are like-minded, when you create this synergy, you're going to see something totally different change in your business. That's why we always promote events so much. Now, I know some people are out there and they don't like events. I mean, I'm not judging you. I understand. Sometimes people like to stay at home and they're warm because of beds and they don't want to get out. But events are really what creates that synergy that we've been talking about. When people get in there and they see a room full of people, they see a couple other people and everyone's listening intently to what you have to say, something changes in the atmosphere. I could tell you something right now and you can be like, oh yeah, okay. You can meet me in person and then all of a sudden it's totally different because now you're feeling my energy and I see you feeling my energy and that energizes me even more. Sometimes when you're talking on the phone, you're wondering, is anybody listening to me? Does anybody even care? They all just feeding their kids and just on the phone just because they have to. But when you're in person, that totally changes. And that's why events are so important. And that's why we got to keep promoting these events. That's why we have to go and take all out massive action. So what do you need to do? Let's do a summary. Number 1, start to define your pre-launch phase. How long are you going to be in pre-launch building your inner circle? Maybe you're rebuilding your inner circle. Either way, maybe you're building it up. Maybe you're reconfirming everyone. Maybe you're taking everybody to a next level. Whatever it is, this is going to be the perfect time to get people excited about all these new programs, all these new ingredients that we have, this enhancement to the compensation plans. You're going to do that in your pre-launch. Then you're going to get into your launch phase, and this is going to be from now all the way into the event. Getting people to the event, getting people to the event, getting people to the big event, getting people to your Super Saturdays, your TTPs, building your team, all out massive action, continuing to call people, follow up. Remember, follow up is going to be so important to you guys. Follow up, do not let follow up get out of your hands. Let me tell you why before I wrap up. Sorry, Pastor Denise, I know I'm going on and on. I'm just getting really excited right now. Okay, follow up is going to be so important to your business because you're going to be, if you're talking to everybody who comes within 3 feet of you, your list is going to get really fast, really long, really fast. And when you talk to someone the very first time, it takes about an average of 5 to 8 exposures. And that number just keeps getting longer and longer and longer. Because now with technology, people can put you on Do Not Disturb. They can throw you to voicemail, whatever. You're still going to have to continue to follow up with people. And so remember, if it's going to take you 5 to 8 exposures for that one person that you met, and you're going to be meeting what? 5 or 10 people a day, or maybe 2 or 3 people a day, depending on how active you are in your business. And you're going to have to remember to give each one of those 5 to 10 exposures, 5 to 8 exposures. You're going to want to make sure that you have a really, really good, solid follow-up plan, and you don't let any of those people slip through the cracks. Because if nothing else, even if they don't join your business, they need to be on these products. And that really should be your focus right now, is getting people on the products. Because you get them on the products today, 30 days from now, what? They're going to need a refill. And are they going to want to get a refill from you and pay full price? Or are they ready to join the business, get on an easy auto ship, and start earning some extra income? It's going to be really simple at that point. So you just want to make sure that you're following up with people, that you're putting people into this funnel, that you're using all of the technology tools that we have out there. The new video has been posted online. You can go to your website and click on 10 TV and see the video there if you didn't see it on Facebook. Use all of these tools for your advantage, because here's the time, guys. You put in the work now. You work really, really, really hard for these next 90 days, harder than you've ever worked before. And you'll start to see results that you've never seen before. You'll start to see your business grows in ways that it's never grown before. And now you can have the life that you've always wanted but never had before. It's super exciting, and I hope you guys all take the challenge to start building your business. Take these 90 days as an opportunity to say, I'm going to change my life. Did 10 really get into you this time? And if it really got into you this time, that means you got to do something different than you did last time you thought 10 got into you. And you'll start to see a difference in your business. Just go out there and share, share, share. I'm trying to wrap it up, Pastor Bees. Just go ahead and take it away, because I can't seem to shut up for some reason. Back to you.
Nakisha, that's what happens when you have a good thing. It's like it doesn't end. It just goes on and on and on. It's like the perfect circle. There's no beginning, there's no ending. It's just a good thing. And I love it the way you motivate us every Monday just to help us to understand what we have in our hands. And all you have to do is take action to make it happen. These are wonderful tips that we're getting, wonderful coaching that we're getting every Monday to motivate you, to get you on the phone, to make a few phone calls. Like Nakisha said, reach out to your inner circle, to the key people that's on your team. Set them up and get them ready and prepared for April the 2nd. This is going to build you and your business partners. It's going to take you automatically to the next level. So find out who are the really go-getters on your team. Put them together and have a game plan. Do your pre-launch by find out who's on their team. You can all come together, and then you just invite. Right now, what's very important is that you get your guests to the TTP, to the weekly TTPs, to the events that's taking place on the weekends in your area, to the calls. We have calls Monday through Friday, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, provided for you. We have them on Wednesdays and Sundays. Don Joseph, Lloyd Gibson, Renetta Hall, they do a call for you every Wednesday evening and every Sunday evening. So you get all the information about 10, about trim by 10, the compensation plan, and to hear testimonies. We have Mr. T, who does a call every Tuesday and every Thursday evening for you to stay plugged in and get your guests on so they can hear what is going on, what is this excitement, what is happening, how is it people are getting healthy, what is this vitamin D, what is this B boost, and what is the Super 10, the cell energy, what is this trim by 10? Will help your guests and your friends to get those questions answered by plugging them in to all the outlets that we have so you can build your team. I have a lady, she's been following me on Facebook. She probably said, look, I'm pulling some women together this Sunday And this is from her looking at the post that I put on Facebook. I'm pulling some women together this Sunday. Can you be there? Of course I'll be there. You know, she's going to pull them together. Of course I'm going to be there to present to her guests. So she's excited and she's ready to go to the next level. Well, family, I understand on April the 2nd, I'm pushing that day because I don't want y'all to miss Mel Gill giving this webinar because you know what? He's going to explain the promo pack. He's going to explain the diamond pack. He's going to explain the platinum upgrade. And I'm telling you, he's going to explain the lifestyle mortgage payment program. Getting your mortgage paid. Nakisha, can we just talk about that for a minute? What Mel Gill said we will pay your mortgage. Please just tell me at that minute, did you fall like I did or did you jump? Which one did you do?
What is that? Why are they, I don't even have the words to say. Because you know what, Pastor Denise, here's the thing that always gets me is, and I'm sure this happens to you too, you know, there's a lot of network marketing, a lot of good network marketing companies up there, and every once in a while I'll get recruited for one, and I'll look at their compensation plan, and I'll just say, really? Like, I can't even believe you're coming to me with this. You see what I have, and you're even coming with me with these peanuts, and nobody got time for peanuts. And then you have a compensation plan like what we had, and then they just took it to the whole next level. And when you said get your mortgage paid, because I remember we had been talking about that with the platinum, like people were saying, oh, well, instead of getting a platinum card, I'd rather get my mortgage payment. And what did they go do? They went and added it too? It's not like they said, oh, well, instead of a platinum club, since you guys want to get your mortgage paid, we'll just do the other one. They just said, no, you can have both. That's the part that I'm just blown away by. That's why I get so blown away, because most companies would have said either or. This company says, no, you can go ahead and have both. And on top of that, we'll give you another package that'll give you more volume. And on top of that, let's go ahead and give you something that nobody else has in proprietary blends. And, you know, on top of that, we're going to go ahead and give you something that allows you to have samples and a healthy drink. And just, Pastor, don't get me started. Don't get me started. I can't today. It's too much. It's too much.
Nakisha, not only did they give us the mortgage program, but for the exotic car program, they made it easier to qualify for the exotic car program.
Oh, goodness, I know.
And look, Nakisha, what about the $200 fast start bonus?
That is amazing. I mean, I think we were calculating it out on our Thursday call that said if you had 3 people joining you at the platinum level, then that means that you would get $600 in fast start bonuses, plus you would cycle, so that's $750. So that basically means that 3 people joining at the platinum level, you've already paid for your package. You've already paid for your package, and now you have, you know, $600 or $1,200 or almost $50. You have so much product that you can go and sell. I mean, it's a total win-win for everybody. And here's the thing, Pastor Denise, I think it's really important to drive home. And then I promise you I'm going to shut up because I know I'm getting started again. But this is what's really, really important is that you guys are hearing about all the good things. And sometimes, you know, when you're so used to it, you can kind of take it for granted that it's not as powerful as it is. But I can tell you right now, when you take our compensation plan and you hold it up to somebody else, and people start to see how much better our compensation plan is and that these products actually have results, there is going to be such a massive entrance into this business like something you have never seen before. And everyone on this line right now, every single person on this line is perfectly positioned to take absolute advantage of this wave that's going to be coming in. Because I can tell you, the wave will come. We have not seen it. Even though we're having some excitement right now, we have not seen the wave, because when the wave comes, it's going to drown us all in money. It's going to be absolutely fabulous. And I'm excited for everybody on the call because we are so positioned to take advantage of it. So please make sure that you get with your team. You know, you can't force people to come, but when they see you active, when they see you being the leader, they are going to join. Trust me, it's going to be super, super easy. Back to you, Pastor Denise.
And Nakisha, you're right. When you hold of this compensation plan to any other out there, family, I'm telling you, you can research if you want, but we've done it for you. There is literally no competition at all. There is no competition at all. And look, plus we're backed by a 12-year-old company that has paid out compensation, paid out paycheck every Wednesday for the last 12 years. So come on, family. And Nakisha, one more thing. What about that 1-2 cycle versus the 4-2 weekly cycle?
I thought the 4-2 weekly cycle was so generous. And now it's a 1 and 3. I'm like, really? Really? 3 people can kickstart your business? 3 people? really? And you can actually start making money with those 3 people? I mean, there's, like you said, Pastor Denise, we really have looked. I can tell you right now, the leaders on this line, the leaders who are in 10 right now have been around the block, and they have seen lots of different compensation plans. And this really, bar none, even before the enhancement, was one of the best on the market. And now it's absolutely the best, dual core, double binary, period, point blank. Make sure that you get your teams on the calls coming up tomorrow. Pastor Denise, I can't with you anymore. Pastor Denise, you're going to get me on this line. I'm never going to be able to shut up. I'm trying to take it down a notch. I'm trying.
It's hard. And we just can't stop talking about it because it just keeps getting better and better. And the more we sit around with our team and on the calls, and we begin to look at this company, look at the product, the vitamin sprays, look at the Trim My 10, look at the compensation plan, look at the history of this company, there's just no ending to all the great news that's coming forth. But we're going to try to stop for today because we want you to take what's been said and just enjoy it. Just inhale it. Just bring it in because it's true, family. It's happening. It's happening right now. And to top it off, just one more thing before I bring on Anita Poole. Just one more sweet thing. As Mel said, we are projected to go 50 million in the next 18 months. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to see if y'all can take that 50 million in the next 18 months. Let me try to be quiet. Dr. Anita Poole, are you there without quoting comments for today?
I am here. Can you hear me, Denise?
Oh, my goodness. I can see if you can calm us down, please.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, I'm just as high as you two. So, I mean, this is so incredibly smoking hot. And, I mean, folks, have you seen the emails that come out nearly every day now from corporate? You know, plug into those emails. They're outstanding updates. There's something exciting, something new, something important practically every single day. You know, you just get one corporate email and you think, oh my gosh, that is so big. And then the next day there's something again that's big. And then the next day again that's big. I mean, we've just opened up Australia and New Zealand, folks. That is such a big, big thing. And by the way, welcome. You know, if you're from Australia or New Zealand and you're new to our company, welcome to you. Welcome to everyone from Dubai, from Mexico, from Canada, from America, from the UK, from Japan. I know we have people, you know, plug in from Singapore. TEI is international anyway, and now we're going to be taking the 10 products international. My Video Talk, the sister division, the established division, that was international anyway. I mean, it's already been done, and now we're going to do it with 10 as well. So it is so incredibly exciting. And you two girls, you are smoking hot, Denise and Nakisha. I tell you that. So, you know, what a great way to start the week. Recently, actually, in the last few days, it's been International Day of Happiness. And my goodness, we have something so big to be happy about. In fact, recently, over the last few days, there's been the major solar eclipse that's happened. You know, something that doesn't happen for about 80 years. The next eclipse will be 80 years. We have eclipsed here in TEI with 10. You know, the coinciding of 10 and My Video Talk, it's like an eclipse. You won't get that. You know, you won't get this kind of company. These things happen very, very rarely, exactly like Denise and Nakisha were outlining our products, our company, our pay plan, our ethos, our value. You won't get this anywhere else. So, you know, treat it really, really, really serious, everyone. Some big, big headlines, you know, recently. I mean, the depths at which people are going to try and gain health. Do you know people are actually even buying a whole animal, cutting that animal up, and eating some of the parts raw to try and get healthy? That's the extent people are going to try and get healthy. And there are huge risks involved in that, not only with the storage, but eating raw anyway. Huge, huge risks unless you do it extremely, extremely carefully. Now, here we have a simple formula: drink and spray to get healthy wealthy, and actually even wise, because you can plug into our calls and you can get a lot of wisdom from the calls. So people are actually also going the other route. They're actually going through long periods of fasting, and actually long periods of fasting isn't good because your metabolic rate lowers anyway if you fast too much. If you fast just sporadically, you trick the body into changing the metabolic rate and increasing it. If you fast for a long time, it'll automatically try and resettle itself by bringing the metabolic rate down. So it's counterproductive. And people are so confused what is really good for health and what is not good for health that they're taking extreme measures and they're being conned. Do you know that even in a tea bag, the corporates are decreasing the amount of tea by 7% in a tea bag? Why is that important to us? We have green tea extract in one of our sprays. In fact, in two of our sprays. We have green coffee bean extract in our spray. So even to counteract what the big corporates are doing in shortchanging people on nutrition, on food substances, on drink substances, we have high value because Mel and Amy do not shortchange people. In fact, they add value to all our products. Our products are some of the best products on the market. And in fact, there's a move to try to get in fact, people are just beginning now to realize that the ancients had a lot of wisdom in nutrition. In fact, there's even a program now where one of the top chefs in the country, in fact, he comes from France, but he knows an awful lot about vegetables and fruit and growing things naturally. In fact, one of his top restaurants, it's one of the top restaurants in the world, has its own gardens, and he grows special varieties. And even he is going back to some of the old varieties because they have such great nutrition. And we, in our sprays and our drinks, we're actually tapping into the wisdom of the ancients. Because, for example, our Trim by 10, just our drink that was recently announced, just even two of the ingredients, and it has far more than two of the ingredients, but even just the amaranth and the quinoa, that taps into the wisdom of the ancients. Quinoa originally from the culture of the Incas in South America. Amaranth was used from the culture of the Aztecs in Mexico. And those two grains, there's a lot of wisdom that these old civilizations had that even now people don't know how they actually did it. Some of their buildings, some of their architecture, some of their infrastructure, some of their food substances, some of their rituals. There's so much wisdom to it that actually achieved something that even now scientists can't work out how they actually achieved that. And quinoa and amaranth was some of those secret ancient ingredients. In fact, when the Spaniards came in and the Portuguese, they actually stopped them growing these grains because they were fearful of the results that these grains were producing, and they were also fearful of the rituals because it was attached to religious rituals, and they didn't understand those religious rituals. So for many years, the value and the nutrition and the original wisdom was lost for many years. And now we're beginning to tap into that wisdom again. And now these substances are being grown freely. And in fact, they're being grown in the West. And in fact, they're even being grown in Portugal and Spain. So, life has done a full circle. And the secret was that they're packed with antioxidants. They're packed with minerals. They're packed with vitamins. And they're packed with nutritional fiber. We're going back to the wisdom of the ancients, and we're doing it with a simple drink and simple sprays. So this is absolutely phenomenal. And attached to it with an unlimited, absolutely outstanding pay plan. Added to that with a company that is debt-free. And that is huge. In fact, There's even recently been talk of all the companies that are floated on stock exchanges. They are all very, very vulnerable because what drives the way the stock market works is the shareholders wanting profit. The shareholders wanting profit despite everything else. And often these companies are cutting corners like I've just described to you. Even a tea bag is going to have less tea in it. And it's all about cost cutting, making as much profit as possible to pay the people at the top and to pay the shareholders. And it doesn't matter how it's done, that's how it's done, even if there's less value to the customer. Mel and Amy Gill are the owners of Team Effort International, TEN, Team Effort Network Division, My Video Talk Division, and all the future divisions. Without any other investors, without the stock market being involved, without shareholders being involved, and so they can control value, they can control the pay plan, and they can give back as much as possible. And that is huge because anything with investors and the stock market involved, there isn't 100% control. In fact, you're very, very, very vulnerable to the shareholders dictating what has to drive profit. We don't have that in this company, so we can be assured of high value, high pay plan, great products, revolutionary products, new products coming out. I mean, the speed at which everything is coming out is absolutely fantastic. So not only are we tapping into the wisdom of the ancients, not only do we have a very established, great company, but we have something for the long term. So, you can see why Nakisha and Denise are so excited on this call. You can see why all of us are incredibly excited, and it's all about transferring that enthusiasm and that excitement. Arthur Balfour said, enthusiasm moves the world, and we have something huge to move the world, folks. Walter Chrysler said, the real secret of success is enthusiasm. So, it's all about going out there with the enthusiasm that's on these calls. Henry Ford said, enthusiasm is the yeast that makes your hope shine to the stars. Enthusiasm is the sparkle in your eyes, the swing in your gait, the grip in your hand, the irresistible surge of will and energy to execute your ideas. So, let's go out and change the world for the better, folks. Leroy Hood said, don't underestimate the power of your vision to change the world. Whether that world is your office, your community, an industry, or a global movement, and that is what we have here, everyone. We have a global movement. You need, the quote goes on, you need to have a core belief that what you contribute can fundamentally change the paradigm or way of thinking about issues in the world. And that's what we have. We have a huge paradigm shift. Drink and spray. That's it. Back to you, Denise.
That's right, Dr. Poole. We do drink and spray, family, and all you have to do is share to take advantage of where we're going here in 2015. Keep in mind now that there's a lot of network marketing companies that have really shut down within the last 3 months, within the last 4 months, within the last year. There's a network of folks that's looking for another company to invest in. Well, I think when they see the track record of Team Effort Network, they're going to come full speed ahead. So get out there and share. Let folks know what's happening. Get them on the call. Get them on the webinar Thursday, April the 2nd. Make sure you get them on the webinar so they can hear firsthand exactly where we're going this year with Team Effort Network 2013. It's been a great call. Thank each and every one of you for being here this Monday morning. Yes, ma'am.
Just a quickie. As you mentioned other companies, here's a tip. It's a very important tip, everybody. Other companies are seeing exactly, how fast we're moving.
Yeah.
And they're trying to tap in to our contacts. You don't want to have that happen to you. The way to avoid, I've had a little bit of confusion from some representatives what hiding your friends actually means and what following means. When you follow somebody, you are following them and you're not necessarily their friend. When they follow you, they just click the follow button. They are following you, but they're not in your friends. When they send you a friend request, they are your friend and they can see everything that you're doing. The same when they look at your friends. You want to hide your friends. Go into your Facebook settings and hide your friends. Don't let the competitor companies be able to access your friends. It's very important. And don't think that if you follow or unfollow somebody, they can't see your friends. Following people has nothing to do with friends. Following people is just, you can see their posts. That's it. If they're your friend, they can see your friends. So block, it's not a case of block, it's a case of go into your settings and hide your friends. Okay, back to you, Denise.
Wow, I didn't know that. See, we learn something every day. I thought about that, what was it, the little video? Hide your friends, hide your, anyway, let me get past that. Well, family, also since Anita brought up Facebook, remember, if you are part of Team Effort Network, go to the Team Effort Network corporate Facebook page so that you can get the daily updates. Actually, they come out with the updates, sometimes 5 within one day. And so go to the Facebook team called Team Effort Network, and make sure you like it. That way you can get the daily updates that's coming from corporate. A lot of wonderful information is being posted on there several times throughout the day, so make sure you do that. Well, I think that's all we're going to give you today. Now, you know what I said in the call. Get off this phone and get out there and go to work and start sharing all this great news you just heard. Somebody's waiting to hear what you just heard. So get off this phone and get out there and share. To be back again with us tomorrow morning to hear more great things of what's happening here in Team Effort Network. Family, know this. You are loved and you are greatly appreciated. Now be blessed and have a prosperous day on purpose.